All right. Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Magi, where we open our handbooks, open our minds, and more importantly, we roll the damn dice. As always, I'm your Dungeon Master Caleb, or you may call me the Viking DM. Just a reminder, we are live on Twitch every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Podcasts for the session air the following Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern, as well as on YouTube. And the podcasts are wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music. Check out our website, www.dungeonsandmagi.com. There you can find the links to our other social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on Twitch. You can also find our sponsors on there as well and learn a little bit more about each of us. Normally we have our one shot the last Sunday of each month. This month we're doing a little different due to scheduling conflicts. So we will be doing our Wild West one shot on July the 3rd, the day before 4th of July. And then we have a new series which will follow that on the first Wednesday of each month. We are doing Behind the Curtain, where everybody gets together, sits down. We talk about what has happened, what may happen, everybody's feelings about the campaign, their characters. The players can ask me questions. You guys can submit questions to us about our characters, the campaign, what may be coming. So please join us the first Wednesday of each month for Behind the Curtain. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. We have, of course, our permanent sponsor is the one and only Dungeon Crates. Dungeon Crate is a subscription box full of epic products including dice, miniatures, tabletop terrain, and original adventures that you can't find anywhere else, all delivered to your castle doors each month. We're excited to be working with them, and if you put in the code DungeonsMagi22 at checkout, you will receive 15% off of a new subscription. Reminder that current Crate members may still use their monthly code to receive 10% off in the online RPG store. Another sponsor for tonight is Luna Solus Stellae. Luna is on Etsy, gifted us with these amazing fan art stickers. Here we have Van, and then of course we have the rest of
so handsome.
the parties. You can find Luna. They do commission work such as that. You can find them on Etsy or on our sponsor page. And then the one I am very excited for, that I believe we are all excited for.
I'm excited for
our final sponsor.
Yes.
For the night is Wormwood Gaming. Wormwood Gaming provided us this black poisonwood dice tray and dice box. It is all handmade, hand-stained, leather on the inside. The dice box removes and is magnetic to hold your favorite dice. Mine being Critical Role's Grog dice. And then it just sits right in here so you can roll. Wormwood is a small, customer-focused company founded by three friends whose mission is to deliver exceptional craftsmanship and high-quality materials to the tabletop gaming community. This being black poisonwood, which is found in Central America, so they source it from Central America to make this specific one. And yeah, so you can find them at wormwoodgaming.com. That's WYRM. Or on our sponsor page. So we want to thank Wormwood Gaming for joining us on our adventure, and we hope to continue working with you. All right. Well, if there's no more announcements, let's roll the damn dice.
Yeah.
All right. So, last we left off, the players ventured to a ventured to Claysax, to the city of Khitan, where they encountered a number of gruesome murders. The works of what they believe to be a repeat killer. They followed the clues. They figured out that some of the murders were not connected. But at the end, they followed the trail of magic down into the sewers to try and find the leather apron killer. As they made their way down, they found a chamber that had books and journals depicting all of the murders, various body parts in jars. And as they look around, they were interrupted by none other than the leader of the Black Raven, Syl, the brother of Van. They fought him, and he stopped. Revealed that he may in fact not be Syl, that Syl, according to him, has died over a year ago, and that he has been taking his place for over a year. He then pulled out the orb that he said he stole from the benefactor, that you guys were tasked to retrieve, your first mission for the benefactor. And as he pushed his magic into the orb shattered. A rumbling appeared as he disappeared. You made your way out of the sewers. And as you came out of the sewers, you looked up to the sky to see this large hand hovering probably about 1,000 feet over the sky, not moving. And that's where we pick up tonight. As you step out and emerge, you see that hand. Suddenly, all of you can hear screams and squeals being heard as the ground under you begins to rumble and crack. Flames begin to spit out, almost lava-like, coming out of these cracks from what you guys can depict as the center of the world, as it's just erupting all around you. Off in the distance, you see creatures climbing out of these cracks. They're probably a good 2 to 3 minutes away as they spot you and begin to run toward. What do you guys do?
Van's pulling out daggers and heading that way.
Belvis is kind of unsheathing his swords and is like, we need to get out of here now. Run to the ship.
Van's pissed. He's in a assassination rage mode.
I've never turned down a challenge, honestly.
Sappy thinks for a second and then looks around. Belvis, we can't just leave these people. They're completely defenseless. They couldn't handle a normal murderer.
Belvis says, listen, the bloody world is splitting apart. Lava's coming out here and creatures here. What the heck do you think we're gonna do here? We need to live. Maybe grab as many people as we can and make to the ship.
We need to grab as many people as possible.
You all want to fight out the spawn of hell?
What makes you think they're not in the ocean too?
At least in the ocean we can sail away. We need to leave Sobek now.
Like we did with the Kraken?
Hey, Van, could we use the coin to get the fuck out of here and grab as many people as we can into the portal?
Van's listening, but he's not following that direction yet. He's still in a rage.
Bakira, tries to stop him by putting her hand on his shoulder.
Van kind of slows down and doesn't look at her, but stops and looks forward at the oncoming beasts while he's clutching the venom dagger and just repeatedly clicking the poison.
I know. I've been there. But right now, we are too injured. We will not survive this if we go fighting. We need to regroup and think and get our bearings. I understand.
For now. After this, I'm going to hell to find whoever. And Van will turn, pull the coin out, and flip it.
Argos,
We're getting as many people as we can out.
Can I make a perception check to see how many people are in the nearby vicinity? Maybe a couple people I can grab.
Sure, make a perception check.
I was going to say if I could see if there was any guards nearby that I can direct that we get safe passage out.
All of the guards that you can see are running towards the fight.
That's only a 13.
Okay. You look around, you see a few bodies. You actually see a couple people falling into these cracks. And there you hear a whimpering near you.
What? Hang on. Real quick. And I follow the sound of the whimpering.
Okay. You find a small elven child.
Is there any parents around?
There are 2 parents that look to have large gashes in their chest, laying next to the child.
Dead?
Dead. Yes.
Okay.
I guess, little buddy, you're gonna come with me. Kind of picks up the child.
Sarcasm.
And kind of
And
like
you're a Minotaur right now, right?
Yeah, I'm still Minotaur.
You're in Argos form. Okay. So he nuzzles into like your neck and shoulder and just begins to cry. You can feel the water matting on your fur.
It's okay there, little buddy. Let's get you out of here. And I'm just gonna make a book for that portal.
Yeah,
with
Safi,
with a baby in tow.
Yeah, Safi wants to look around and make sure there isn't any other like children that they can help get out, or anybody that's like old or
Same with Belvis.
Same with Anthony.
So Brick would be
or some kind of disabled
right
that they
there,
can't get
making
there on their
sure
own.
people can get to it. While if anything got too close, he could be able to try to intercept.
Well, you go first.
DM, can we see what kind of monsters these are that are coming, or
If you want
they
to make
still
a
too far
perception,
away?
if you want to make a perception check, you can try.
I would like to, yes.
Okay.
$26.
All right. You look, and you've got pretty keen eyesight. You see what you can guess. You don't have many experience with those from the underworld, but you see imps, and following closely behind a large devil-like creature. Skinny, elongated, almost looks like bones.
DM, can Willow and I roll perception to see if we find anybody else in the vicinity we can grab?
Same here. For
Sure.
Antheon. I rolled an
Sure.
18.
Okay.
For perception or?
Yeah.
I got bad. I got a 7.
Okay.
Sappy's just too overwhelmed from being out in the world during all this.
I got perception is a 13.
You look around. Belvis and Willow, you don't see anything, but Atheon, you see probably about 35 feet away from you, somebody beginning to fall through a crack.
So, Antheon is going to sprint and, like, kind of do a baseball slide and grab the person's hand.
Okay,
Sappy's gonna follow and give Bardic.
I need you to roll initiative to see if you can beat the world's initiative, I guess.
Gravity?
17 plus 7.
I don't know if you heard, but you do have Bardic, which is
24.
a D12.
So you run, and you guys for the first time see Atheon in full form just barreling down, slides, and as this person begins to fall, all they see is this large arm grab them. I need you to make a strength check now.
Oh, that's like my weakest thing. Okay, and what's the Bardic?
D12. And if you pass,
16.
I'm gonna. If
Okay.
that's a pass, I'm giving it to Belvis.
And
Infectious Inspiration.
you're able to pull this person out, just barely, as they crawl their way out and thank you.
Antheon's like, you're welcome, follow me. And she's gonna go meet up at the portal with everybody else.
Okay.
Korth is gonna jump through with the elven baby.
All right.
Belvis falls behind.
Antheon jumps up, grabs the person's arm, and jumps through.
Yeah, Sappy shouts out, "Survivors, come here," and then jumps in.
Bubba's
Okay.
watching, making sure everyone gets in before he will jump in. Which includes
Bakira's
Bakira.
Bakira's doing the same. She's on the other side, making sure everybody's getting
I'm just
through.
gonna let you know for technical point, Syl has to be the last one through, or I'm sorry, Van has to be the last one through
Okay.
because he
And
controls the coin.
And we know this, right?
You would know this, yeah. You've
so-
already gone through this thing 2 to 3 times. You would know that the person that flipped the coin has to be the last one through.
Okay.
Sobek motions Bakir to get in before he'll jump in.
And I'm assuming the creatures were still kind of climbing up, right? They still had a minute before they got up.
Oh, they're running towards you guys.
Okay.
Bakira-
So once I get through the
Bakira-
portal, I'm gonna ready my weapons.
Goes through.
Sobek right after.
Okay. Van,
So we have everybody through.
except for you.
Uh-oh.
Except for me. I'm going to look around and make sure that there's nobody, no civilian within the immediate vicinity
There's
that I
not.
can readily grab. Okay. I'm going to take 2 steps towards the creatures and kind of stop and curse at them in Elvish, and then kind of drop my head and apologize to my brother, and then I'll go through the portal.
Okay. As you all kind of drop through, and Van, the coin, catches back in your hand. You all look around and you see the nest of the raven, bodies, or I'm sorry, we got rid of the bodies. Blood still all through the chambers. But here you are in a safe place to decide what to do, who to talk to, where to go.
Sobek's gonna go to the temple, Well, what would be like a temple or chapel
Oh,
for them?
there's a chapel
Yeah,
there.
you'd go there and pray to his goddess.
Okay.
Just
Hey, DM,
for guidance.
would
Yes.
Mage Hand be able to clean up the blood or not really?
Yeah, I have Mage Hand too, so I'll help if need be.
I mean, it can grab things and stuff.
Alright.
It's basically an extension of your body.
Belvis kind of turns.
It won't do it on its own. You have to concentrate on it. If you had
Yeah.
like unseen servant, something like
Yeah,
that, that
Unseen
could do it
Servant
on
or
its
something.
own.
No.
But Mage Hand, you have to concentrate on it. I mean, you guys could take the time to clean it up. I would say that would probably give you a long rest. If you would like to clean up the
Okay.
blood.
Sappy's
Yeah.
for sure gonna do that just because there's a kid here now.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
really
he'll be
couldn't
on
care
Yeah.
less, but
So everybody can go ahead and take a long rest then.
But buddy, let's go down to the kitchens and get you some milk. That's gonna be a terrible ordeal. And I'm gonna run down to the kitchen and get some milk or food for the little guy.
Okay.
Belvis walks over to Bakir and says, "I think we should try and find some way to send a message to the crew. I'm sure they got out of the city. They're not stupid. They're not going to wait there for us."
Did you say take a long rest, DM?
Yes, you can take a
Yeah.
long rest.
once everything's all cleaned,
Bakira's actually going to see if she can't find a library or something that has like some way to send a message to the crew of where they're at.
Oh, nobody
So
has
that
I
the
have,
no,
I have
nobody
sending.
has.
I
Yeah,
have
I was gonna say
sending.
Oh, Cindy.
Korth has sending, so he can. Korth could do it.
okay.
All right.
While he's doing that, Sappy's gonna go over and play the little kid, like a little lullaby on the Fountain's Thread guitar, trying to like calm him down while Korth
Can I
is sending the message.
can I do sending before I take my long rest?
Yeah.
I mean, I already took it, but
Yeah. You can retroact it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I gotta send 25 words or less, so I need somebody who's with me at this moment in time. Who's like, or with me at the
Sappy is,
moment.
because
Bakira is.
she's playing music for the kid.
Okay.
Bakira is, because Bakira's the one who's.
Okay. Then either you or the DM needs to keep track of how many words, because I
got
can
it.
only do. Okay. I can only send 25 words.
It's the best part
Okay.
of sending.
Yep.
Captain Bakira to crew.
Captain
We've
Bakira to crew.
We've evacuated, and you need to return to.
We
The Raven's Nest.
What city is that in?
have evacuated the town, and you need to make your way to.
Hold on, I'm. One moment. Let me. Ah!
You're at
What?
16.
Well, they know where the nest is, right? They've been here before.
No, they haven't.
Oh, have they not?
No.
Mm-mm.
The nest is the Raven's Nest is a
To
hideout.
Velaki. Right?
To Valaki.
Is that it?
Return to
We will meet
Velaki.
you there.
Yes. That.
That's
That's it?
23.
And then send. And then send it.
Okay.
Send
You
it.
do not have to do 25.
No,
Please
no,
don't
that's
pull
the
a
max I
jester
can
and
send is
just
25.
send random shit.
But I'm not gonna do like a jester and not thing where it's like,
Okay, so. Okay, so. Alright, you're able to send that message. You. Korth, you hear back. Aye, Captain, we'll be on our way momentarily. It may take us about a week to get there, so if you have other business, I would probably do that first.
just relays the information to Bakira.
Mm-hmm.
Anthion's gonna go find a quiet place and just meditate for a while.
Belvis walks up to the person that Atheon saved and is like, "So, what's your story other than being very, very, very lucky?" I'm Belvis, by the way.
Uh, hi, I'm sorry. I'm still in shock of what even happened.
A lot of evil shit. That is what happened.
What was that hand in the air?
I'm not even too sure about that myself. But,
It
in this line of work, you just kind of run with it.
maybe. Thank you for saving me, but maybe you guys should figure out what that thing is.
Don't worry, we'll be right on it. Meantime,
Di-
I didn't get your name.
My. At this point, my family's dead. Does my name even matter?
I gotta be called something.
It always. Bakira walks up hearing this, because she was heading that way anyway. Your name always matters. Because it is what your family gave you. And if you're the last one left, you gotta honor them some way. Why not honor them by letting the world know what they named you?
My name is Kent.
Nice to meet you,
Welcome,
Kent.
Kent. We will try to figure out what the hell's going on. But until then, rest, recoup.
Yeah,
We
are
could
you
all
hungry,
use it.
honey? I can go and make you some food.
I was gonna say, Willow, if you wanted to give me the baby, and I like shift into a like kind of like a furry monkey almost. If you
Okay.
want to give me the baby, I'll take the baby.
You can like call me Sappy when I look like a completely different person, please. It's kind of weird.
My apologies, Safi.
It's okay.
And
It's a weird situation. I totally get it. And then I give the kid over. Do you have any weird dietary things? I'm gonna go try to make you some food.
The kid just shakes his head no.
Okay. So she's gonna walk off and look for the kitchen and try to find something easy to make that wouldn't be too hard on the kid's stomach.
Bakira goes to try and find Van wherever he's gone.
I was like, Korth is gonna take the baby and like milk and whatever supplies, and he's gonna go up to where his room was in the Raven's Nest, and he's just gonna hang out there with the baby.
Okay.
DM Belvis is gonna go to what passes as the archives for the Raven's Nest, and maybe try and start looking up text tomes and codexes or whatever on giant hands and hell being unleashed on Earth. Maybe.
Okay.
Is your intelligence
Make-
high enough for that?
Make a history check.
A history check?
Yeah. You're reading books.
Plus
Belvis,
9.
Belvis can read.
Yeah, I have a plus 9. Thank you very much.
And you also have a bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember because I bounced it to you.
Hey Pam, while he's doing that.
I want the jelly
Ooh.
slugs.
And Bardic
Wait,
is
show those
12.
again?
They're Harry Potter jelly slugs.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know they came with those.
5 below.
What
Ooh.
was that Bardic
There's one right-
inspiration? D12?
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh, that one's not
DM, while he's doing that, did the guy that was supposedly Syl, did he say anything about getting the orb from the benefactor, or did he just produce it and then shatter it?
No, he told you guys that he was able to steal it from the benefactor.
Maybe we should send him a
Copy.
sending spell then too.
He asked the benefactor to get it, to get somebody to get it, to basically use you guys. So then it was easier for him to steal from the benefactor.
Yeah, we should tell the benefactor
Understood.
like immediately that it's not Syl.
DM, with the Bardic inspiration, I got a dirty 21.
You find no record
Okay.
of this hand.
Belvis is kind of just sitting in the library in a hump. He just, after like looking through some what he thinks of the book, is like, nothing. not a damn thing. You think a group of shadowy... He's kind of saying this to himself, mostly out loud. You'd think a bunch of shadowy assassins and other types would have a much better record of things. And, I mean... He kind of just gets up and walks back into the main room and just kind of sits down in a harumph like that.
Once Sappy's done making, I'm assuming it's just something like porridge, something cheap for the soldiers to have while they were here.
Yeah.
She brings it up to the kid and then goes back downstairs and actually starts, did Syl have like a specific hangout area, like a special chair? Or
Not
like
really.
anything like
No,
that?
everything was pretty much a common area. I mean, they all had rooms and stuff, but
Okay.
you guys have never been into their rooms, so you have no idea where any of them are.
Okay. Sappy wants to look and see for like candles and if there's any pictures of Syl. She wants to make like a little memorial in the middle. Like in the middle of the
Okay.
common area.
Okay.
Just like pictures, candles, a couple flowers, stuff like that. Because he was like one of the first people that actually believed that she could do it.
Okay.
Belle was just kind of sitting in the common area where everyone is now. That's so the other person Atheon rescued is a kid, like a teenager.
The person Altheon rescued is a human adult.
Okay, you said
The one that Korth rescued,
is an elven baby.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sappy would have made food for the adult then too. I forgot we had two.
Okay.
He kind of Belvis.
So-
Oh, sorry.
Good.
Belvis kind of looks over to Kent and's like, "So, what do you do? What did you do before all this happened, Kent? What's your skill set?"
I was a carpenter.
Ah, you could always use a good carpenter. Do you what was your specialty? Working on homes, ships?
I dabbled in ships, but my specialty was furniture.
Yeah, we could always use a good carpenter, right, Captain Bakira? I'm presuming Bakira's there. Sorry.
Kier went off to try and find Van, wherever he disappeared to.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody else here.
Belvis just kind of looks around. And is like, I still must be wary of everything. I thought Bakira was usually here. Don't worry, Ken, stick with us, and we'll have you gainfully employed before you know it, if that's what you so wish.
I just want to know why my family had to die. Who started this?
Well, thought it was our. Actually, it all kind of started here. Person found a whole bunch of our colleagues murdered here. We traced where the killer went to your city. Found another set of killers. Turned out the one who was doing the killing was, we thought, our friend. Then it turned out he wasn't our friend. He was someone else. Turned out he killed our friend. And well, looks like that person, whoever he was or whatever he was, set off that chain of promotion events that consumed your city in hellfire.
But how did he make the hand appear?
Yeah, no idea there. I just left the library looking up everything I could about it. Couldn't find anything. Had to look somewhere else, or have someone else look at the library.
Is there a place for me to sleep?
Yeah, we got plenty of rooms here around here somewhere. And,
You'd be able to show them off to
Yeah.
the common rooms.
he kind of gets up. He's like, "Yeah, follow me. I'll show you where they are."
Right.
Belvis opens the door and it's like, "Yeah, if you find any personal effects, please don't touch them. They probably belong to one of our colleagues. We haven't had a chance to clean out their stuff yet. So if you find something that you fancy, make sure that it's not. Make sure you run it by us first. Don't just take something. Might have sentimental value.
Of course.
Get some sleep, kids. You'll probably need it. Who knows? Maybe your family lived in it during that incident. Belvis closes the door and mutters himself.
Okay.
Actually, once she's done setting up the memorial, Sappy wants to go towards Appion and like sit down right next to her and start talking to her.
Van, what were you doing?
Van is sitting on the floor of Sill's room. He's got his hood up, pulled way up, and he's got his daggers out in front of him on the floor, and is just kind of blankly staring at those while he is kind of mindlessly playing with the coin.
Okay.
Does Bakira find him?
You have been here the longest. You would know where Sill's room is. I would assume you would, because you would kind of figure out what Van is doing.
Right, alright.
So yes, I would say you'd find him.
Bakira sees Sill sitting there. She just knocks on the door, announcing her presence to him, and just kind of walks in, sits next to him.
Okay.
Van doesn't even look up, but just kind of half-heartedly, yes, Captain.
Bakira takes a bottle that she found on her way there, hands it to him.
It's a bottle of poison. Just kidding.
Wouldn't be as bad as poison fish.
Right? He
Stirs it with his poison dagger.
yes, yes. But squeezes it a couple extra clicks in there and then stirs it, He'll take it and take a hefty swig of it and hand it back to her.
And basically, they're just drinking, passing it back and forth at this moment.
Huh?
She's
Captain.
basically just sitting there waiting for him to talk.
The orb. It looked familiar, yes?
Yeah, that was the one we got for the benefactor.
So, do we believe everything he says, that he stole it from the benefactor? Or have we been used this whole time?
Honestly, 50-50 at this point. It could be that the benefactor has been stringing us along this entire time, working with whoever fucking took your brother's place. I'm gonna kill him. I'll be his bloody corpse. After you're gonna kill him. I'm gonna be his bloody corpse.
He's probably gonna die. Yeah. I propose at this point in time we need to make contact with the benefactor, like post haste, and get some answers as to one, who that guy was who allegedly killed my brother, which is no easy task to do, and what kind of magic are we looking at?
No, I completely agree with that. Honestly, like I said, we got a 50-50 shot at. We've been played the entire time. Benefactor's involved in it, or dude was telling the truth about stealing it from the benefactor. So, and even either case, benefactor needs to we need to go to the benefactor either see what's up or let him know that, hey, he had some shit stolen out from underneath him. He could have had a lot more shit stolen.
Well, then I suggest that we make arrangements for these civilians and we leave now.
All right.
And Van's going to take another slam of the bottle and get up and just walk out.
Okay.
Bakira gets up, walks right out too.
So when Safi finds Antheon, she's just sitting on the floor, eyes closed, kind of like clutching her knees to her chest because she's lost. She doesn't know who her patron is anymore.
Safi, she walks in, looks at the scene, sits down next to her, and just gently puts her hand on her shoulder.
Okay.
You okay?
Antheon just kind of looks at Safi and is like, no. I don't know who my patron is anymore. I don't know if I have access to my magic.
Well, if worst comes to worst, we will totally find you another thing that works for you. That doesn't have to be the end of anything.
Antheon.
I know absolutely nothing about warlocks, and I barely exist now, but there's got to be something that you could do if you lose access to those things.
Antheon kind of looks at Safi and just says, I don't know any other way besides being a warlock.
No, it's not like you won't have plenty of time to figure it out, right?
Safi, the world is ending. I have to find this shit out post haste. If I don't, our entire team, our friends, are all dead.
Well,
I already lost one family, and possibly another that I don't even remember. I'm not losing this one.
We just have to keep moving. All we can do.
Antheon kind of gets up and she's like, I don't know what to do. And she kind of walks out to find everybody else. And when she finds them, she's just kind of quiet. She kind of tries to blend in with the background and is quiet.
Safi actually sits there for a second still after Atheon leaves, thinking to herself, trying to figure out what's taking Willow so long, because it's not normal that she's out for this long. Kind of feels like a parasite to herself for a little bit, because she only ever comes out when Willow's in very great distress, and it feels weird. And then she takes a deep breath, stands up, and goes back to the group.
Okay.
All right. Is everybody all in the same common area now?
Nope.
No, Sobek's at the temple.
All right.
Where he's praying to his
I'm
god.
currently in my room with a baby, but I'll let Sobek do
Reliving
his thing first.
the images of what has happened and asking her what she wants him to do. And hopefully just waiting on a response mostly. He doesn't want to leave here without a response of what he needs to do.
It takes a little bit, but this is a little different. You don't get the full vision of Ariel like you normally do. You just kind of hear her voice in your head. Sobek, Why
I'm
have
ready.
you called?
The world is breaking, and I am unsure what you want me to do. Why do you not show yourself in front of me?
You have yet to truly follow me. You claim my name, yet you do not honor me.
How can I honor you? I've been trying to make everyone see you.
No, you've been trying to make everyone see you and your need for your kind to return. That is
There's
not
no-
what I want.
Then what is it you want from me?
I want you to be as chaotic as I am, as reckless.
So you want me to cast everyone else aside and, in its own turn, turn the world into a blanket of ice?
What the world does, the world's gonna do anyways. Who are we to try and stop it? Why not have a little fun before the world burns?
Is this... You want me to just have fun?
Yes. I watch you. I watch you stop people from trying to have fun. Trying to stop them from my favorite card game. Let them have fun. You have fun. You know what? Just for you. And you hear this, and you look in your hand, and there's a deck.
Oh boy.
The deck of many things.
Hey, at
Oh,
least
God.
Selbek got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find.
He's
Sobek
kind of
is a
coming
little-
into a realization about his goddess, though.
Yeah.
Weird timing.
Oh, Ariel is fucking chaotic as shit.
Yeah. I was wondering when this was gonna happen.
Have fun, relax, don't give a fuck about things, my goddess.
It's what I do.
He would draw 5 cards.
Whoa!
Okay. Chaotic Selbek, here we go.
Okay, go big, go home, right?
So this
Hold on.
is how many of our people that are just chaotic now?
Our entire
mean-
crew.
Chaotic good,
Yeah.
Chaotic
still
evil.
chaotic as fuck,
Yeah.
but still trying to do good. So chaotic.
I mean, that's what ravens do, I guess.
Yeah, Amphion's chaotic evil, so she's on the other spectrum of everybody else.
It's been a while since we've used the deck.
Yeah,
I
because
think
our
Willow's
cause has
just
been
chaotic
gone.
neutral.
And for once, it's not our gods.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's
That's the
see
one
Probably
who
if
silently
said
let's
fuming
see if-
upstairs that
no
he
to it.
didn't get the deck.
let's see if it's this deck or if it's Ethan.
It's Ethan.
Ooh,
Meow.
this is where the fun. And in the words of one
All right.
famous Jedi, this is where the fun begins.
Oh, is that what I think it is, maybe?
What?
Give me 1 second, guys.
I think I know what it might be.
All right, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
So you draw 5 cards and lay them out before you. You grab the first card, and it is. You see a flash of bright light as you draw the star card. You gain +2 to any ability score of your choice.
Ooh.
So you can
Ooh.
add 2 to any ability score.
Unless it's numbers, right?
That is the that is those bottom numbers, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
You draw the second card.
I don't think we've ever seen that star card before.
This is a different deck too.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it is what I think then, I think.
Then you feel this weight, but in a good way, as your chest kind of broadens. You sit upright as you have drawn the throne card. You have gained proficiency in persuasion and diplomacy. You also gain the rightful ownership of a small keep,
Ooh.
being the Den of the Raven.
Whoa.
Shit.
Shit.
Interesting.
You draw the next card.
Uh-oh.
I will just say, if this was Ethan, we wouldn't have even gone to the other four.
Right? It would have just been death.
No. No soul.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
I didn't get to finish his sessions though, so maybe he earned it back.
You see, as you draw the next card, the card suddenly changes into a large greatsword. It is huge. It is black. The hilt almost looks like scales. And you automatically know that this is called the Black Razor.
Ooh.
So this sword gives you a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. It's also sentient. While holding it, you're aware of any creature that has a soul within 60 feet of you. You can't be charmed, and you can't be frightened, and you can haste once per day. You can also devour the soul of any enemy, whether they're the only ones you can't do are undead and constructs. Any enemy that you kill, you can take the soul, convert it into temporary hit points equal to that slain creature's maximum hit points.
Ooh, so basically,
So like if you were
now.
to get the last hit on a Tarask, you would get 676 temporary hit points for 24 hours.
Holy shit.
So like a god mode Hexblade.
And then you also have advantage on all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks as long as you have any temporary hit points left.
You're adding this to my inventory, right?
I will, yes.
Okay.
So Beck becoming a literal god.
Yeah.
You kind of set it aside. You draw the next card.
Soul gone.
Oh no.
We all know that grin.
Yeah.
Lisa,
You
I recognize.
all of a sudden, the sword's gone.
Oh.
He just lost everything of value.
Any magic item that you own, anything that is imbued with magic, is gone.
Oh no!
Well, you got to have
Oh,
the sword for
That's
like.
also the axe.
That's the axe as well, yes.
Oh
Would that
god!
be the deck as well?
No.
You have to buy another one.
Is that the deck as
Final.
well?
We should just
No.
hire a smithy. We'll have
Okay.
to get new workers and
The
everything.
the deck is immune to any of this stuff.
Okay.
Teased with godhood and had it forsaken.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, no.
Damn.
Hey, at least it wasn't the void
But
card.
you still have the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Last card.
Oh no.
You could dedicate a whole kingdom to your goddess now.
You
Well, a key.
see this
Yeah, keep.
this card as you hold it up. You hear hissing as the Medusa-like Uriel
Uh-oh.
appears, cursing you. It gives you a -2 penalty to all saving throws, so write that down.
Oh no!
It is permanent
Ooh.
until you get a Fates card or a deity to remove it.
Oh no!
And your
But-
deity doesn't like you
Luckily,
right now.
luckily you're
don't think she can remove
league
it.
with the cleric,
But-
or you're or paladin.
That was all 5 cards with no void card.
So
Holy
it's
shit.
just Argaz. It's just Argaz.
Ethan,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just for shits and giggles, how many
It's
cards?
totally Ethan.
Oh,
Earhart.
for me, if we're gonna,
Just-
if it's core,
We're
Five.
not doing this
Five.
for real, but just for shits
Five.
and giggles.
just 5, because that's what I would probably would draw from the deck anyway.
Just for shits and giggles. Throne, Key, Uriel, Talons, Knight.
Woo!
Wow.
Maybe it's
first-
Argaz.
Maybe it's
It's
Argaz.
Argaz, not
Oh.
Korth. Here,
This
hang on,
one
let me
doesn't
change my voice.
count, so
Let me
Okay.
change my voice. Hang on. I would like to draw 5 cards.
God.
The final
Jester,
test.
Idiot,
I mean, the first 2 cards.
Skull, Fool, Vizier.
Ah! I broke the curse.
Maybe his journey has broken the curse.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so
Or maybe it's deck specific.
Yeah.
and so yeah, because this is an amazing deck. Thank you, Visory Art, for this deck.
Shout out.
Check them out on our sponsor page. So with that, you hear nothing from your goddess, but you still hold the deck.
He's gonna slide it in his grave just because he doesn't want Aetherion to see it.
Antheon.
Okay.
Pantheon to see it.
Okay.
She doesn't care if
Are you
you
gonna-
if you have it. You just can't tell Argaz that you have
Are
it.
you going to make your way back to everybody
Who's
else?
Argaz?
He's gonna look around, just wait a while. He will
And
look
just so you know,
conflicted.
you basically have the deed in your pocket to the keep.
Which he'll won't tell anyone. He doesn't care. He's conflicted. He's going. He's thinking about it. People will see he doesn't have that one. Now he'll only back down to his normal axe.
Oh, man, I'll have to put that in your inventory now.
But he's just going. All right, what are we doing?
All right, you all are now in a central room. What are we doing, Van?
Van kind of looks over at Sobek like, really? And looks at the rest of the group and just says, benefactor now, ready yourselves. And flips the coin.
Okay. So the coin hits on the ground. Black hole opens.
Antheon just quietly just walks through, not saying anything to anybody.
Okay.
What about the baby? What about the kid? Are we just leaving him here?
Sure. The adult that we brought with us can take care of him.
I'll say you guys talked to him, and he said he would take care of her.
As Korth, before Korth jumps in, he walks back over to the baby and he gives her. Is it a boy or a girl? Baby.
It is a girl.
He walks over and gives her a kiss on top of her head. Goodbye, little one, and I will see you, and I may see you again soon. And then looks up at Kent and says, "Take good care of her, please."
Of course.
Not close to becoming a dad.
And then Korth spinning around, and then As he spins, a tear drops from his eye as he jumps into the portal.
Belvis jumps in too.
Okay.
Yeah, Safi jumps in.
Sobek would jump.
All right.
Bakara making sure that the rest of the group is already through, except for Van. Nods to Van.
I need just 1 second.
Flexing her claws just to warm them up in case there's a need for them. And
DM, check our DMs really quick. And I just need 1 second. Hang on.
Okay. All right, so you all make your way through, and you actually land right next to where all those statues are, and one of the statues begins to topple as you tumble through.
Antheon kind of braces the statue and kind of holds it up to make sure it doesn't fall down and kind of stabilizes it.
And the eyes look up at you as you do that. And you guys can make your way into the dining room where the lovely benefactor, for those that haven't been here when we have introduced him, human male in his 50s, black slicked back hair. He has a goatee with a curly mustache. Silk robes, fine as silk can be. My favorite fish.
Belvis just kind of sighs.
What can I do for you?
Belvis just sighs and says, "We got some questions for ya. Bit of a serious topic."
I love it when you get serious.
Well, you might not like this when I find out. So I'll give you the abridged version. Syl. Turns out he wasn't Syl. And you remember that orb that we retrieved for you?
Of course.
Yeah, he took it from. He seemed to have got his hands on it. And
There's no way.
Oh, I say a burning city full of lava and hellfire spawn would beg to differ otherwise. And a giant floating hand.
Don't forget the hand.
Oh, yes, thank you, Captain. And the giant floating hand in the sky. That seemed to be the harbinger of all the death and destruction of untold innocence. Luckily, we managed to save some bloke named Kent and an elf baby. So, Belvis just kind of walks over to the benefactor and kind of leans in really close. My question for you, gorgeous, did you give the thing to Syl? Or did he pull the fast one on you? My mood will depend on your answer.
Are you done speaking?
Oh, I thought you loved my voice.
I love your face, not your voice.
Belvis just kind of like stands back and kind of like crosses his arms, kind of like waiting for an answer.
And he whistles for his servants to come in, and the little kobolds, and he whispers to one of them as they run off, and you can hear like stuff being thrown. And they come back, and he leans down. Oh, are you sure?
Charming me isn't gonna help you. What happened?
Well, it seems that somebody made it through my impenetrable vault.
Belvis kind of looks back at Bakira and gives her a knowing look. Can I see can Belvis see if there's any detection?
You make an insight check.
Insight check.
But my issue is...
I'll add Bardic to that.
Thank you.
Or do you still have Bardic?
He used it.
He used it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you again.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
my issue is that he would have had to know about the vault to be able to make his way in, so...
Yes, that's the part when we tell you that he's a shapeshifter, so he could be literally anybody.
19 total, DM.
Antheon looks at him and just kind of not loudly but quietly says, "And he was a warlock."
Did you hear me, DM? 19.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
When you retrieved the orb, at any time after that, did you ever visit Syl?
Not before we brought the orb to you.
After you brought the orb? Because that would have been the first time you saw the vault. Or heard about the vault. Did
I
you
wasn't here.
mention to Syl that you retrieved the orb for me at any time?
The only thing I can think of is if maybe he died after he sent us to get the orb for you. But it's been a year. Sorry, I'm kind of like a passenger, so I don't know how long it's been or anything like that. But that's the only time I can really think that it could have happened.
Belvis kind of looks
Because
back.
we do report back to him when we can.
Belvis kind of looks back to Bakir and is like, "Did we tell Syl that we got the orb?"
I don't remember telling Syl anything
I don't think we
about
did.
the orb.
No,
Just that we met the benefactor.
we did not.
Sobek would sit down,
That-
not tired of
we
just
just
standing
been-
around.
Yeah, that the only thing that we ever said was that we were working for somebody else in a new country. Didn't say who.
Sappy kind of like freezes up for a moment, thinking about what that answer could mean, and then looks around at everybody in the room very suspiciously.
Antheon kind of is sitting at the table, just staring down at her hands, not contributing to anything.
If nobody told Syl, then somebody else was told. He turned into somebody else and learned.
The benefactor wiggles a finger at Belvis to come closer.
Belvis kind of like, yeah.
And he places a hand on your head. And you feel this surge go through as his eyes roll back in his head.
Now, am I released?
Yeah.
Belvis like, "Oh, what the hell? What was that?"
You seem to have met up with him after you retrieved the coin. Yes.
I believe we did.
From what I saw, he helped you use the coin to travel to the Fae.
What's that got to do with anything?
And then, last I saw, you got angry because he left. With the coin.
No, we gave you the coin.
We met somebody and they made like a double that we could keep, and we gave you the real one.
Yeah.
That's coin. was the only thing that could get into my vault. And that's why I wanted it. So nobody could get into my vault. So this duplicate you made...
We didn't actually make it.
Yeah, somebody else did. It's a long story. You don't have to worry about them or anything.
Well... Anyways... Nevertheless, where's the orb?
It was
Shattered.
shattered.
Mattered.
Yeah, he kind of destroyed an entire
With
town and had
magic.
little hell creatures crawling out of the depths of the hells themselves.
Status of the town is unknown.
I know, it's a lot. I'm sorry.
I worked very hard for that orb.
Van's slowly pulling out the poison dagger.
Listen.
Benefactor, I might have changed appearance, and I shift back into Argos. But I have something that you might have interest in. You showed an interest last time, and I figured now would be a good time for you to use it. And I reach out, and I hand him the Fates dice.
Oh.
Now, if you wanted to, you could use this dice to find a solution to your problem.
Yes.
Do I notice him acting weird at all?
Who?
The benefactor. Moving any differently than he did the last time we met him?
No?
Okay. So if it is a duplicate, they're spot on.
The Fates dice.
Mm-hmm.
An elven
baby.
child. I'll take that.
Yes. I became a daddy.
You're cute little
Yes.
Is his
baby.
name Charlie?
Well, it's a girl.
A girl can be called Charlie.
Charlie.
And
Supernatural.
I believe the elven name for that, the English version, the common version would be Charlie, but her elven name and well, let me think on that for a minute.
So, what happened? And he's still holding the fate dice. What happened after the orb was shattered?
Giant hand
Earth started
appeared in
to
the
crack.
sky.
Whoa.
Yes, giant hand.
Giant hand.
Yeah, it was like really creepy. I kind of know how Willow feels now.
That's very intriguing.
Yes. Giant hat, floating hand in the sky, harbinger of hellfire and hell on earth on the
I kind of want to learn how to do it, but like in a different way.
I wish I knew what that orb did, but maybe somebody who knows magic even more than I could help you.
Do you know anybody who you can point us to?
There's the shop down the street. Deals and haggles.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Is it-
yeah. I think Willow kind of really messed up, and I think we owe her a favor.
Do you have
So
anybody
I just want to lay that all out in the open, because I only get some of her memories, but that seems kind of worrisome in the situation that we're in. So
Do you have anybody else, like a wizard or a scholar or a scholastic wizard? I don't know.
like she did it to talk to a plant of all things.
You're talking to the scholastic wizard, and even I don't know. And this is the first time he reveals what he truly is. He is a wizard. a high wizard.
Yeah, wizard.
Hi,
It
wizard.
is my scholastic opinion that you go speak with that creature.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
I wanted to just make sure everybody knew, because if it's something that I can't speak about, you know what happened.
Very well, Mr. Wizard
Who else
Benefactor.
owes her?
Yeah, I do. Belvis does.
Oh, it's us. Okay.
Belvis.
And Sobek.
Yeah.
And Sobek, yep.
Yep.
Thank you. I
So
would.
Elvis, Sobek, and Willow all have.
Yep.
Yeah. To be
Oh,
fair, though,
and-
I look like
and-
Sappy now, so
And
she might
the
not
hag
understand.
has a thing for Antheon.
Yeah. Let's put her in a creepy little collection.
Kind of just not. Thank you, Mr. Scholastic Benefactor Wizard. We will go to the shop of haggles and we will find out we can. I would just keep an extra eye on your things and let us know if anything else that you own has gone missing.
Well, these will be added to the vaults. Thank you, our god.
You're most welcome.
And hands it off. Alright, so you guys are going to Deals and Haggles?
Yep.
Yep.
It being Sappy will help
Um,
somehow.
Korth is actually gonna, before going into Deals and Haggles, I'm gonna look around and see if there's a shop. Maybe I'll pick up something for the little Charlie, and I'm just gonna like look around for like a gift shop or some sort of trinket shop.
Sappy's actually gonna join him then.
Okay, you guys can do that quick. Well, I'll say that you guys are able to find a place and whatever trinket you decide to get for the child.
Okay,
10 gold. Take 10 gold out.
perfect.
Okay, so you come to the Deals and Haggle shop. That the more you come to it every time, the more it looks fixed up. It's not, the sign's not hanging anymore. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot more presentable than the last time you were there, as you all open the door and walk into the blackness as the door closes behind you, all of you crammed in here, and you hear the and almost as like rats crawling through, like crawling on wood, that as the long neck, the hooded figure, the hollow yellow eyes, the big Cheshire cat-like grin, sharp, jagged teeth. You came back.
Sappy's like visibly shaking.
Well, and Safi automatically, you turn back into Willow.
Willow is visibly shaking.
With this fear.
Belvis, who actually has advantage over fear of any kind, so he seems to be kind of immune, just kind of steps forward and is like, "We need your help, and we were told reliably to come here seeking it, since you seem to hold some knowledge that our benefactor did not have."
What is it you wish? And the jaw kind of like rotates around and snaps back into place.
I thought the witch was scary.
So, there's a giant hand. The earth's opening up. Hell beasts are coming out. And an orb that may have had something to do with the creation of the was shattered.
This is a really weird way to remember what's going on.
Belvis kind of looks over to Willow and is like, "Oh, hello again, Willow."
Hi.
Very well, I have the knowledge that you seek. But it comes at a price.
What's the price?
And this long finger scans across all of you before it stops at Willow. You owe me a deal.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's time to pay.
Okay. I always do good with my deals. What do you need?
Bull. That's what you love the most. Your voice.
Oh.
Who doesn't want the voice of a bard?
Like forever?
Until I'm done with it.
Pantheon looks at the hag and says, and steps in front of Willow, and she's like, they ask, what if I give you something instead of you taking Willow's voice?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Runs a finger down the side of your face. No. But I have something for you as soon as this deal is done. And looks that just the neck kind of like swipes back over to looking at Willow.
No.
Or looks at Sobek and then looks at Belvis. You two owe me as well.
Belvis is kind of like, what do you want?
I will save her voice and get rid of that deal for both of your deals.
Belvis,
What do you want?
Belvis kind of looks over at Sobek and then just kind of nods like slightly. Is like, what do you want from me?
You must agree to it before I tell you. You hear that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Belvis just reluctantly nods. Yeah.
Very well. Reaches over to Belvis. Takes a slice out of your cheek as you see some of the blood come out, and it Belvis, you suddenly begin to suffocate. Your mouth feels parched, like you need water.
He's kind of gesturing to everybody, just wildly like doing this.
Willow pulls out her water skin and gives it to him.
You get a little sense of relief for about 2 to 3 minutes before you begin to feel the same effect again.
I need water. I need lots of water.
Give me a second, and I'm gonna go through my inventory. Do I have a water skin or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take the water skin and I'm gonna hold it up over his head, and I'm gonna cast Spell of Never Ending on it.
Okay.
So endless waterfall just falls on top of Sobek.
Okay.
You mean Belvis?
Belvis.
Belvis.
Belvis, yeah.
Yes.
So
Belvis, with this, you get the idea that you're now more true to your Locatha form and always need to
drink water to
be
breathe.
in or near water to breathe. You can
Belvis,
no longer breathe air more than 2 to 3 minutes.
Belvis is kind of just chugging water. It's like, it's like I can't breathe.
looks over to Sobek.
Sobek walks forward, just making it nice and easy.
And all of a sudden, all of you see the white disappear from Sobek as Sobek is no longer a white dragonborn.
Oh shit.
What
You
color?
see blue begin to take over the white. White dragon's breath is rare.
Yes, I'm well aware.
You, Sobek, are no longer a white dragonborn. You are now a blue dragonborn.
Lightning
Yeah, I gotta
breath.
remake all this.
Oh,
Basically,
no.
all you have to do is change to blue, and because it changes to lightning.
Yeah.
Belvis is still kind of like just
It's still
like,
pretty chaotic.
he seems to have calmed down, but he's like, he kind of keeps drinking. He goes over to Argos and is like, "Thank you for this."
Let's
Yeah,
be
when we
honest,
get
the
on the
blue
ship, we're gonna
dragon's a
have
little
to
more
get you a-
chaotic.
When we get on the ship, we're gonna have to get you a bucket or something.
If we get on the ship, I'm gonna probably swim on the side of the ship.
But I can't
Looks-
have you.
There we go.
Looks
can't
over
have
to-
you-
Go ahead.
We can't have you swimming around, buddy. We're gonna need you in a fight. So we'll think of some ideas on the ship how to keep you less fishy.
Just toss him in the ocean and he can swim right beside the fish.
And have him tied to a rope and have him.
Forget about it.
Fish.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Our
Forget
pet
about
fish.
it.
Looks over to Willow. Our deal is done. You can keep your voice, unless you wish to make another deal, of course.
No, I'm okay.
Belvis kind of shouts out, "Just give us the information that we seek."
Of course. Let me see what I can find. And disappears back into the darkness. A few minutes go by and comes back out. A third arm pops out with a book. Then a fourth arm pops out and opens up the book. So it's got two arms resting and two other arms opening this book, flipping through
Definitely
pages.
scarier than the witch.
Then another arm comes out from the center and begins tracing the lines. So far, you can count 5 arms and 2 legs. As it begins tracing the lines. Ah, here it is. You spoke of an ore, right?
Yeah? Yeah? Kind of
The
looked like a
orb.
cat of galaxy in it?
Of Zolfos.
Yeah, that would be it.
Well, it seems you have released a titan on the world. Zolfos is awakening.
How bad is that?
Well,
The world could end.
Zolfos was the titan of death and despair.
Of course he was.
But it seems, was the hand moving or was it still?
Still.
Then you have time. A ritual must be completed to bring Zolfos back into this world. You must stop the ritual.
Would you know how we could stop the ritual?
Let's take it one step at a time. The first, there are items that must be purchased for the ritual that even I don't have. They can only be found in the Fae. I can take you there, of course, for a price.
We're it's very much appreciated, but we have.
We got that
already.
transportation covered, thanks.
We've
Well,
got
thank you.
transportation covered.
Anthea just
Fine.
kind of looks down and she's like, her shoulders sag and she's like, mutters, of course. The Fae.
Over to you. Ah, my pretty. I have not seen your kind in a long time. You give me your hand.
And the long fingers just unroll.
Anthea, because she has nothing left to lose, puts her hand into the hag's hand.
Question.
Huh.
I think the answer is kind of obvious, but when Willow looks at the hag, does she see the way that the hag's looking at Atheon more like a predator looking at their prey, or more like actually like amazed by what she is?
Amazed by what she is.
Okay.
You see, for the first time, those yellow eyes go black. Like, eyelids don't close. The actual, like, iris of it goes black before one turns purple, the other turns purple, and then they both turn yellow again.
You are now complete.
Antheon's just kind of confused and she's like, they're like, what do you mean I'm complete?
Patron, you have once more. My young warlock.
Oh my god. This hag's your patron now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Great.
Interesting.
We have
Does that mean we
Ursula.
get
We have
discounts?
Ursula the Hag as a warlock. Oh, great.
This better translate into some
Happy for you.
discounts.
I'm happy for you, Antheon, but I mean, Ursula.
I knew your father.
My father. My gnome father? Or my...
No,
My birth father?
your father.
And Antheon's just like, I don't remember him. I have no
In-
memory.
In time, I will help you remember. But for now, you must stop this ritual.
Antheon looks at the hag and she's, they say, I'll try my best to not let you down.
Be sure you do not.
And licks. Like you see a forked snake-like tongue lick the teeth.
So is she still the same kind of warlock, or did her subclass change?
Nope, she's still the same.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. So, to stop the ritual, we need to purchase stuff for a ritual.
No, you must stop the person purchasing the items.
Ah,
I assume the one who broke the orb.
yeah, probably.
So we
We
need,
But
have
they can only
some
be
beef.
found
We
in
have
the
some.
Fae.
We have some beef with him, anyways. So,
Belva's still chugging water. It's like, so we're going back to the Five Wilds. Great.
Oh,
Belva's is actually
we're gonna
happy
be
about
hunting
that.
down the bastard that did this.
Return to me when you stop them, or get the items before they do, and I will tell you the next step.
Belvis is still drinking. Says, "What are the items we're gonna stop? What are the items?"
That's starts thumbing through pages.
The summoning ritual. 2 candles. A silver candle. 4 elemental candles. A wand. A broom. A pentacle. A chalice. A plate. Cakes. A drink. A bell. A red candle. A gift for dedication to Zophos. 4 items to be placed on an altar. A robe. A rope. And a rug. It's a long list.
Most of this stuff looks like I could buy at the general store down the road, down the street.
Yes, but it
And-
has to.
Atheon looks at the hag and she's like, they're like, it has to be magically imbued, doesn't it? And that's why
Yes.
it's in the Fae.
It does.
Yeah. Belva's another chug. It's like, alright.
So the hag pulls back with the blackness once again, pushes you all out. I assume you're going to be using the coin to make the journey.
Yes.
So, Van,
Yes.
you take the coin. Flip it. It lands. Blackness opens. As you all jump through. That's where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
We will be right back, guys. Stick with us.
It's still showing. We'll be right back with the stream. So, we haven't gone offline there.
We're back.
We're back. I have food right next to my mouth, and it was giving me issues.
All right. So, thank you everybody for joining us back. So you all go through the portal and appear back in the Feywild's, about the same place that you appeared before. As Van, you grab the coin and a figure begins to walk up to you. From a distance, you can't quite tell who it is, and as they get closer, they begin to get larger in stature. They look familiar to you, Bakira, as you see a large Asimar with paladin armor. You see Yalthram.
I don't think Willow knows who that is.
None of you do except Bakira.
Holy shit!
Bakira absolutely stunned to see him, and it's just like, hello, Yalthram.
Bakira.
So is this where you've been after?
I've
Did
been
something
around.
weird happen that I missed?
Willow, we should just let them talk this out.
Oh,
Or-
okay. Yeah.
We should just let them talk this out. I don't know who this is either.
Everyone, this is Yalthram. He was part of the original Misery's End.
Y'all looks at everybody and
The first person to lose a soul and go to hell.
yeah,
What
right.
happened?
Looks at everybody and gives them a nod.
Nods back. Okay, now. Are you Willow or are you Safi?
I'm Willow.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what's going on.
I'm
There's a
tiny.
there's a visible difference.
They
They physically change.
Well, Willow, you can sit on my shoulder if you want. Well, this is
So,
all and you can ask me a question.
a lot of stuff has fuck. It's been a whole shitstorm since everything.
You've gotten yourself into quite a mess, I hear.
That's putting it mildly. So we're trying to stop the end of the world. Go from bounty hunting to stopping the end of the world. Yeah.
How's that
I'm-
going, by the way?
Oh, we totally fucked up, and the world's breaking.
that. We fucked.
Wow, I missed a lot, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did, little one. Yes, you did. Well,
So, Willow, here, the little fairy, has Safi's soul, and every now and then we'll switch to Safi.
Yeah, it's really disorienting, but it's usually when I want to check out anyway, so.
that's a convenient trick. I like that. I usually
Yeah.
just withdraw myself, but you know.
So, yeah,
So
we're
what-
we're currently hunting the person that is trying to, actually bring about the end of the world. We're trying to stop him from getting some stuff for the ritual that he needs to perform.
That would partially explain why I was told to find you.
Who told you to find us?
Nobody you need to worry about for the moment.
No.
Do you have an idea who this is?
They look like Syl.
But it's not Syl.
It's not Syl. We
Syl's
fought
been
him.
dead, I think.
Yeah, Syl's. He claims to have killed Syl to take his form. And he's able to take on anyone's form. So I'm kind of sitting here like, I hope you're not. I hope you're not him in disguise, because
Atheon looks at Bakira and is like, ask him something only he would know.
DM, do I still have the sword ability as y'all?
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at Bakira and I'll extend my hand and I'll summon the 9 hells.
y'all through him. Oh, that okay. Oh, okay. I'm glad it's you. I'm glad it's actually you.
Indeed
It's-
it is.
It's been kind of a hell. It's been hell.
You don't know the half of it.
and she, always has a drink in her hand anymore and just takes a swig.
We're like the only surviving ravens, so
What happened to the rest of the ravens?
Yeah,
this
The one who
person
looks
killed
like
them
Syl.
all.
they killed them all.
The one he killed all the ravens.
Yeah, and there was a whole orb that opened the hells and had like really creepy beasts crawling out, and like a lot of people died.
The city may or may not be on fire and destroyed.
Really bad, and we still have another city that has werewolves all over it.
That may be my fault. Okay,
Well, we
my fault.
win some, we
Atheon
lose
looks at
some. I
Bakira.
fucked up before for sure.
Atheon looks at Bakira and is like, it's not your fault that my kingdom was run over by werewolves.
No, but if I had been there, they wouldn't have been there. They were kind of after my hide because
They don't blame you, but they blame you at the same time. But it's one of those.
Bakira knows what's up. Bakira's just like, if it wasn't for her, the werewolves wouldn't have taken over the kingdom. She is well aware of that fact.
Oh, but Kira, it just would have been something else. Honestly. It would have been the fucking pixie things that killed my people.
What those
The
sprites?
sprites.
It could have been
That's
anything.
kind of our
Yep,
lives
sprites.
anymore.
It could have been anything. Yep, that's life.
Anyway, so. Oh, by the way, I'm a werewolf. You didn't know that. But yeah, I'm a werewolf. Hi.
Well, you could have chosen better things to be, but so be it.
They raised me, so.
Fair enough. So you've essentially released a Titan on the Earth.
To be fair, the person we thought our ally released the Titan on Earth. We're trying to stop it.
Technically, we didn't release the Titan.
We just,
Still Imposter released the Titan.
Yeah, but to be fair, he did string us along like a bunch
That-
of fools, so.
Came about because you retrieved an orb that should not have been retrieved, and you copied a coin that should not have been copied.
Yeah, well, the orb
granted-
was locked up so that it couldn't be messed with, and we didn't know what was going on. We thought it might be the dude that ends up being our ally that was the bad guy. It's just been a very, very, very confusing couple of years.
With the coin, we didn't copy until after Imposter Syl left. And then my sister sacrificed herself to bring us back to the Raven's Nest where we found everyone dead.
Lobek's gonna kind of chuckle when he hears about the Raven's Nest.
Bells looks over.
Atheon
Like,
just kind of goes up behind Sobek and slaps him upside the head.
Not you. Better you than me.
And Bakira's tail kind of actually swishes in an annoyed kind of a manner. Anyways, we need help. We need to stop this guy. Either stop him from purchasing the items he needs, or kill him. Preferably the killing.
So, y'all, with his time that he spent in the Fey Wilds, he learned of a place to get some of these items, a tent from a magical creature that is pushed into a old ruin, a very old ruin, where he will then lead you. So you guys are able to make your way through towards your old ruin. As you arrive, you see old banners that are frayed and torn. The only thing that can be seen is the heraldry of a spider upon the banner. The banner and the ruins are covered in vines and creepers all over. To the left, before the entrance to the ruin, there is a wall. Over the wall, you see large tubes shaped in a spiral, two of them twisting through each other. Then at the center of whatever this is, a large dragon in a dried lake appears. That is what you see where you are from this point. You are able to look closer if you wish.
I would like to look closer, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I will take over for y'all. That way, there's no confusion who Van and y'all is. Okay. So you guys are able to go closer up to the wall. Is everybody else following?
Yeah.
Okay. The wall's not super high, especially with y'all and Korth. If you change into your Minotaur form, you'd be able to see over, and the Dragonborns would as well.
Okay. Korth is gonna Hulk out onto Argoth.
Okay. So you guys look over. Y'all looks over.
He's teeny tiny. He's like a quarter the size.
You see these, upon closer inspection, the tubes that were twisted enter a bowl-like structure embedded into the ground. The dragon appears to be lifeless, perhaps a statue. You do see just off to your right, there is what looks to be an old gate that is kind of hanging on its hinges, but one of them is open.
Would Atheon be able to see over as well?
Yeah.
So Atheon is going to go up to the dragon statue and boop the snoot.
Okay, so you guys have to go inside.
Yep.
Inside, and you'll have to walk through.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck it, Will follows.
All right.
So is Bell.
What?
Everybody's going through. So you all walk through after Atheon, and as you enter the abandoned entrance, you almost have a resistance before you're able to push through, and all of a sudden you hear life. You hear water rushing through these tubes, children of the Fae playing in the water at the end of the tubes, the dragon, which you can now see seems to be some sort of artificer creation, breathes to life as children climb the stairs to the side of it and slide down its tail. There's wooden elongated chairs that people are currently laying on. And walking up to you, yes, it's a water park. A familiar face greets you. Hi.
Oh no!
Welcome to Fae
Oh,
Mountain.
Oh
Oh, Lord.
God!
Oh, I missed this guy.
It's been so long.
Wow, you're such a hard worker. You work in a lot of different places.
Well, I saw you at the carnival. That disappeared. So I got a job.
Wait, disappeared?
Yeah, it disappeared. Then
Was there anything left behind?
no.
No wings or anything?
No.
Okay.
Then
Atheon looks
I
at Willow and they say, "I don't think you guys are talking about the same carnival."
No, I know about my carnival. I was just worried that it was doing that same thing to other carnivals.
Oh, my carnival was magic. So it only appears in certain places.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have to worry about that.
But then I left there and I worked at a bank. But I got fired because someone stole an egg.
Oh, it sucks.
Man,
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are just hopping from job to job, bouncing all over the place. Man, I just feel bad for you, man.
I know, I'm like a rabbit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So then I decided to come home and get into business for myself. Welcome to Fae Mountain.
Oh, so you own this place? That's wonderful.
Yes, I have the fastest slides in all the realm.
I'm pretty sure you have the only slide in the realm.
You look at the slides as he points them out, and these kids are going like super slow, like how slow you go when you go up a roller coaster. They're just doing it going down.
Are the kids having fun?
Oh, everybody is loving it. The kids are these kids are laughing and
Yeah, it's like a spa day. You get to hang out with your friends.
They're literally like, this is literally every water park that you know of in real life. That's what this is. You see twisty slides, you see racing slides. There is a pool that people are swimming in.
Are there fairies swimming in it? Like, is it
Oh,
like
yeah,
weird
I mean,
magic
this
water
is-
that won't hurt my wings or anything?
Yeah, this is every Fae creature you can think of. You even see giants out there. You see Goliaths out there. Everything is. You see, if you look over to the far distance, you see people with these like L-shaped sticks hitting a rock into a small hole in the grass.
Yeah.
You see people in these wooden rafts that have some sort of like mechanism that when they kick their feet, it's allowing the raft to move. You see these small little stumps that are placed in a triangle as a large boulder is rolled towards it, and the stumps get knocked over.
That's it. It's canon. All that stuff exists in the Fae.
Well, the best part about this is it's free.
Oh, why does all the cool, amazing stuff have to happen when the world is ending?
The world is ending.
I don't know about your world, but where we're currently living kinda is. I don't think it'll affect the Feywild. I don't see anything weird happening besides stuff that always happens here.
Not yet,
Okay.
at least.
Yeah, just you're totally good. Just worry about it if it happens, and we'll come kick your butts unless we die.
Maybe you guys should relax and have some fun.
We're trying to stop the end of that world.
So Soba goes, where do you
And I just book for the nearest pool.
Now, yeah, I will say,
Sobeck follows.
you guys do remember that time happens differently in the Feywilds. You remember from the last time you were here that what happens in here for a day could be a minute out there.
Okay, so days are longer here, so we have more.
Days are longer here, so yeah. So you would have time to play.
All right,
Belvis kind of looks.
Pauses for a second and then goes darting after Korth.
Belvis kind of looks over
Kara just.
She's going for the pool because she can't swim usually, and here she can.
And you see as Korth, as he jumps it through the air, all of a sudden he turns into you see gills appear on the side of his cheek. Hey, you look like Belvis! Jump in the water.
Belvis.
Yeah.
You can breathe in here.
I was about to ask about that. Belvis kind of absent-minded, start kind of like, wait a minute. Cotton! I can breathe! Yes! And he just starts running toward the water, and he just does a cannonball into the pool.
Does Willow see a souvenir shop?
Oh yeah.
She wants to go get a new outfit.
Okay.
Van is just staring at Bakira.
Bakira just kind of shrugs and is just like, I don't know.
Atheon pulls out.
What happens in the Feywild stays in the Feywild.
Atheon grabs her grimoire out of her pocket and goes and sits on one of the loungers and kind of tries to meditate and close out all the noise.
Okay.
Belvis kind of, he just kind of pops up from underneath the water in the pool, and presumably he's around Sobek and Argos, and is like, alright, we're gonna do a game that we used to play in my area, so I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna try and grab you. And the only thing I can use...
Marco Polo.
So, what clothes do I see in the souvenir shop?
You see the typical, you would see, you see bathing suits, you see a shirt that has the Furbolg's face dead center with Fey Mountain above it and his name in small letters, which you guys still don't know. Nobody has. You guys hate him so much that you've never asked him his name.
Korth doesn't hate him.
What does it say?
It says Petzumin. His name is Petzumin. Petzumin.
Petzumin. You know what? Bakira just looks at him, or Bakira's just looks at Van, and she's just like,
why don't you go have some fun or eat some food?
Korth peeks over the water and sees where Antheon is.
Is there
rolls out?
I don't know what funnel cake is, but there, and he points over there, and you see what looks to be almost like a food station. You see breaded cheese there, and then There's a small menu there that you'd have to walk over to see.
Belvis is still kind of looking around the pool and be like, alright, so the way this works is I say...
You need to think of a different name, don't
yeah,
you?
I do. Solo, and you have to say... And
Han!
Yeah. That's what you say. So, Solo Han is actually a great explorer from... a bit of a scoundrel from my time, from the Western Sea. So when I say Solo...
Please don't copyright us, Disney. Please don't sue us.
Yeah,
Do
how
not
about you
sue us,
change
Disney.
it to a different...
Parody laws. Parody laws. We're good.
Yeah.
Change so many things, Belvis.
Yeah.
How about Shark and Minnow? You say Shark,
Willow's,
we say
Willow's
Minnow.
gonna buy
yeah,
a
so-
bathing
so,
suit
okay.
and
That is the actual
the
game.
tourist shirt,
Shark and
by the way,
Minnow?
and
Yeah.
change into a bathing suit.
So,
Okay, yeah. So you can get the Pet Zoomin shirt. So
Yeah.
Willow comes out, and they have it for your size. Like this. Well, this shirt is actually magical, so it was full size. But as soon as you like fly into it, it shrinks down to your size.
Ooh. She also she put a bathing suit on underneath. It's a bikini, not revealing at all, but
Okay. Yeah,
so-
it's like the 1970s bikinis that were like
yeah, it's just a black one.
they were shorts, like above the knees.
Yeah.
Full one piece.
Van's gonna look at Bakira and go, alcohol.
Yep. Yep.
So Belvis
Yep.
is like, okay, I say shark,
Karen,
you all say
Karen
minnow.
goes and looks for the nearest bar.
You find a swim up bar.
Hey.
That you can order from out of the water. But you find a swim up bar, has specialty cocktails and things like that.
You know what?
And it is manned by another furball.
Of course it is.
Family business.
Family business.
I'm just waiting for him to start because I want to do something real quick to Belvis.
Belvis is so like I said, Belvis is saying telling Sobek and our guys like, so when I say shark, you guys say minnow, and I'll try and like grab you with that by just the sound of your voice. I'll keep my eyes closed. So shark.
Sobek takes his shield and just checks it so it hits the water and flashes him massively.
Belvis kind of just falls back in the water and just cause he's what the bloody hell is that
You know
for?
what?
You stupid.
Is there a
idiot?
diving board?
And on that note,
Oh, yeah.
I get out of the water and I
Will's gonna
directly
dive in
and
and be like, killer whale!
Korth is going to get out and he's going to walk over to where Antheon is and just sit down. Maybe shake himself off and get her wet intentionally.
Yeah, like the dog shake.
Yeah.
Atheon looks up and glares at Korth and says, "You do that again, and I will take my scimitar to your neck."
And you see
You've
Pet kind of walk over, and a towel appears in his hand.
Well, thank you. Grabs the towel.
Well, Belvis
Grabs
also,
the towel.
Atheon
And throws it on.
Atheon snatches the towel from our guys and wipes herself off and wipes off her grimoire.
Hey, Antheon, really quick. I gotta show you something really cool. But, like, gotta do something really cool. Do you want to help me out with something, please?
No.
Oh,
Or you tell me what it is before I agree to help you.
well, come on. We're having fun. Come on. And you're sitting here reading your book.
My patron
I'm
died.
getting drunk.
I find
Bakira's
out my new patron knew my birth father, and I don't remember shit. I am trying to figure shit out.
also
I mean-
also Belvis starts pushes Sobek and says, "Don't you bloody hit me again!"
Korth shrinks
Smacks him
back
again
down
with
to his.
water.
Korth shrinks back down to his human form. Antheon, or Lily, I'm not sure who I'm talking to here. Sure, you've got it rough, right? You don't know who your parents are. You lost your patron. There's a lot, and I understand that. Okay? Heck, I don't even know who my parents are. I just figured out for the first time in however old I am that I'm not a Minotaur. I've been this my whole life, I guess, and somebody had put a curse on me for my entire life.
But it's all water park under the bridge.
Yes. Thank you. But, and that letter that I gave you makes no sense now. The one I told you for my wife, I'm not even married. I don't even know. But am I still trying to figure things out? Yep. But I'm also having fun while I'm enjoying it. And I've come to accept the fact, Antheon, or whoever, that I may never figure out who I truly am. But why don't you just enjoy some fun? And he just gets up and he leaves. If you want to hang out, Antheon, come find me. I'm be over the diving boards. And he just kind of just jumps in.
Atheon just sits in the chair. She's just not wanting to be here after seeing her sister die in front of her face in this world. Like, she just doesn't want to be here anymore.
You, Atheon, and as you are looking around, and I mean, you see every kind of fae. You're seeing elves, even people that are fae adjacent. The elves, you're seeing other gnomes like you used to be. You're seeing fairies, and as you are looking down, reading your grimoire, water just hits you, almost like you were sprayed with like a super soaker. So, and it just soaks the grimoire.
Atheon gets up and storms over to the bar, slams the grimoire down on the bench, and is like, "Give me the strongest thing you have."
The furbog looks at you. Sure. 1 minute. It's actually my break time. And the furbog walks away, and you can hear him yelling in the back to the other bartender. There's somebody else needs a drink. Can you take care of it? I need to go eat. And out walks a little gnome. It is your sister.
God, no!
And she kind of climbs up. Alright, what can I... You're back.
Atheon just looks at Death and just burst out crying. Like, uncontrollably sobbing, and just grabs Death from behind the bar and just grabs her and hugs her and does not let her go. And she asks, what was the last thing that happened while I was here? Just to make sure it's her.
I used my device to send you guys back home.
How did you survive? I saw you die. I thought I killed you.
A sacrifice had to be made, but apparently Bavarin wanted to pay it for me. He's gone.
What? Bavarin's gone?
There's no more Fey God.
She is speechless, and she's just muttering, first my first patron, and now the Baron. Who else am I gonna lose?
And she kind of pulls you back, holding your rather large head in her hands. She literally her hands are like this on your cheeks, like little baby hands on somebody's face. Like Deadpool's hand when it was regrowing. So, you have me. I'm here. Working, but I'm here. And look at this place. Isn't it amazing?
It is.
What pets could do with this, his magic. He did this. And it's protected. We're all safe here.
I hope. We fucked up. We royally fucked up.
What do you mean?
We somehow, at our last fight, had a Titan released. We don't know if it's gonna affect the Fae, or if it's just the world that you left behind and I live in. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, she looks up at you and smiles. And looks around. This world isn't ending today. I'm not ending. You're not ending. And nods to Bakira and Van. And they're not ending. Let's celebrate our reunion. And for once in your life, stop worrying about me and have fun.
But I'm older than you. Even as Lily, I'm older than you. It's my job to worry about you. I've had to worry about you every second of every day. I don't want to lose you again.
Well, let's have some fun. Then maybe I'll venture out and we'll go kick a Titan's ass.
You're more than welcome to join us with your bazooka and be killer murder gnome again.
That was fun. I think I might do that. I think, although the Fae is my home now, I think I might need to venture out and places her hands on your face again. You are also my home. And I need to save you too.
Yes.
Now, who wants a drink?
Me!
Belvis is kind of, after trying to, he just kind of shakes his head. Sobek is like, yeah, you don't know how to have fun.
Willow hears the word drink and goes flying up the pool.
Yeah, you guys that are in the pool, you're able to swim up to the bar.
Yeah, Belvis.
And
she darts to the bar.
The rest of you see.
Chorus jumps up to the side of the pool after he sees his buddies swim up. He can't drink, so he's just gonna watch his friends enjoy with this big old smirk on his face.
Yeah, you see you guys all look around and you're like, this person was dead.
Belvis just kind of swims up and swims up there to the bar. He's like, Barkeep, can I get what? He kind of
Okay,
like,
just
what?
what the fuck is my life now? You were dead. How are you alive?
And Bakira just kind of looks at all of them. It's like, I'm starting to get used to it. Do you know how many dead people have come back to me already?
You know what? Give
I'm
me
used
the
to it now.
strongest
Hi.
one you have.
Belvis just kind of
and-
leans in.
My
and
size,
like,
of course.
to Bakira is like, Captain Bakira, are you sure we came to the Feywild and we're not actually like dead in the afterlife? Because my people believe that, you know, our afterlife is not entirely dissimilar
Be right
from what
back.
we're in right now, and that person died the last time we saw her. So I think we need to make sure we are not actually dead.
Look, I'll look around. I doubt I will see anybody I recognize. And she looks around briefly.
Atheon looks at Belvis, kind of hearing what he said, and says, Brethren sacrificed himself to save Daft. There is no longer a god to the Fae.
I don't know about that, but I'm sure there's plenty of other gods around lying here. And other gods of my people are probably still around. Nonetheless, let's just. I think we just need to enjoy this. And turns to Daff is like, so love, can I get a nice big tankard of ale?
Atheon, hearing Belvis call Daff love, grabs him by the back, walks to the deep end of the pool, and
Wait.
drops him.
Bring him back.
Alright.
Atheon just keeps him held up.
Hey,
and
don't
glares
shoot
at
on the
Daff
benefactor.
And says, I'm going to kill him if he flirts with you. He already has a man.
What that wizard bloke? That's nothing. I don't.
As she's still holding him over the water.
First of all, I'm not love.
Alright.
To you, it's murder gnome.
Alright, murder gnome. But weird to call somebody that. I didn't mean anything by it. You know, it's just a friendly term to somebody. No need to get too. He's looking at Atheon. It's like, no need to get too upset about it.
And so Daff begins mixing drinks for everybody. Willow, like
Atheon
your bottle's like this big.
Releases her hand and lets him fall into the water.
And being a fish, he just kind of like rights himself without any problem. And just kind of like looks at her and is like, you gotta learn to lighten up there, Atheon.
So
Willow chugs it.
Freaking laughing his head off.
And you, shut up, blue lizard boy.
How about Daff looks to everybody? How about all of us play this game over here? I don't know what he's calling it, but it's the one with the stick and the ball. I think he's called it like tut or I don't know.
Do they have me-sized ones?
Of course.
Okay.
This is the Fae after all.
Great. Alright, she chugs the rest of the bottle.
Did you say tut-tut? What's that? What's tut-tut?
I'm gonna
I
do a
didn't name it.
Constitution saving
Well,
throw.
no,
She is very drunk.
I wasn't trying to say that. I'm just wondering how the game is.
Bakira's just like, yeah. What?
Okay.
So,
I rolled a Constitution saving throw to see how drunk Willow got, and she smashed. Just so
Okay.
everybody knows.
So you can, if everybody would like, you can walk over to the tut-tut course.
Atheon just grabs her drink and chugs it as fast as she can.
Okay.
Korth will wait till they start moving over before he follows.
So you get up there, and there is like a window there, and you see another furbog. And you see sticks of varying sizes. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9? 9. There's 9 of
Just y'all
us.
from all this.
Yeah.
Y'all's
9.
there too.
What's that?
Y'all's there. And
Y'all.
Okay, so that'd be 10. That'd be 10.
Y'all.
That'd be 10.
Daff.
3, 6,
No,
3,
it'd
6,
be
8, and then
No, it's
adding
10,
And
including Daff.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There's so many of us now.
starts pulling out all these various sticks, and you get these perfectly rounded like rocks, but they're perfect. They don't have any jagged sides on them.
are they different colors?
They are painted.
Ooh, Willow wants a pink or a purple one.
Okay.
Velvet will take an orange one.
All right. So everybody roll initiative
Oh god.
Wow.
to see who goes first.
Of course. I get a fucking nat 20.
And we are going to use our initiative tracker to play putt-putt.
Yeah. Willow's like
It's
so
you.
overheated because of how
Putt-putt.
smashed
This is
she
fun.
is that
I-
she like takes her souvenir shirt on and like just has her bikini
Oh, okay.
top on and like literally gives it to Bakira and like, you know, like a kid where it's like, here mom, go hold this for me please.
I bet you when Grapevine Lightworks created this thing, he never thought that it would be used to play putt-putt.
I don't
Probably
think so
not.
So, it's Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy, if you were watching, we are first ever using your initiative tracker to play putt-putt. All right, 25 to 20.
27.
20.
Okay. So, it's Atheon first.
I have a +7 to initiative, and I rolled a nat 20.
Then,
Oh wait, I got a 24 then. I forgot to add my initiative.
what'd you get, Korth?
20.
Okay, so it's Belvis. Then Korth. Uh, 20 to 15.
I got an 18.
19.
All right, we need battle music for this.
Putt putt.
Yes. Okay, so we have Van. Then Willow.
Did you roll for y'all and...
I'm just going to put them at the end just because it's easier.
Okay.
All right, then 15 to 10.
14.
10.
Okay. So then we have Sobek. Then Bakira. And then we will do
Bless you.
Daff. Then we will do y'all. Y'all's name doesn't fit on there. Okay.
God, I think this is like dexterity or something that I'm bad at.
So, this is going to be a choice of what you get to do. There are 18 holes. There is a par for each hole. You will choose either a dex or a strength roll. It'll be a check. And if it is over a certain number, if you get I will say if you get a nat 20 on the check, if you get a nat 20, it's an automatic hole in one. If you get a 10 to 15, it's a single stroke. And anything above a 15, or sorry, anything lower than a 10, you'll have to keep hitting. Basically, you need to hit above a 15 to be able to hit it right.
And I'm gonna say, just because I rolled so low and Willow's so smashed, I'm gonna be rolling at disadvantage just to be realistic.
Drunk putt IRL.
She's actually gonna try to juggle the golf balls.
I just went the other day.
Hey, DM.
That's what inspired this. Yes.
Do I need to do a sleight of hand check to give Argos the deck?
No.
Oh.
Do it!
You would both have to, yes.
Oh.
Willow's juggling the golf
Whoa,
balls.
He
whoa,
is
what?
chaotic now. Oh, lose.
God damn you.
He went chaotic.
What
I
kind
got
of
11.
check? A what check? Oh, what check do I need
Sleight
to
Sleight of
make?
hand.
Slide a
I
hand.
got 11.
I got an 8.
You are physically being seen giving him the deck.
Belvis is like,
What
hey,
the fuck are
what the
you
hell?
guys
What is that?
Atheon
Is that what I
glares
think it
at
is?
Sobek and is like, seriously? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Belvis just reaches over and
Korth-
grabs the deck of many things.
Korth uses his shield to back off Belvis from before he can try to take the deck.
Korth takes a look at the deck, and he pales. Like, he pales and he begins to shake a little bit.
Atheon looks at
Before-
Korth
before-
and holds out her hand and says, give it.
No.
Don't you
Hold on,
understand.
guys. Hold on. Let Korth finish what he's saying.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Watch. And he reaches in and he grabs a card. He just pulls a card out and he looks directly at it, not caring what it looks like.
Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna go right for the middle of the deck.
It's gonna be the bad card. It's gonna be the bad one too.
What was it?
He's pulling multiple.
It is the Donjon.
What?
The Donjon. It signifies imprisonment, either by the imprisonment spell or by some powerful being. All your gear and spells are stripped from the victim. Draw no more cards. But, so, you see him pull this card, show it to all of you. The card disappears into Korth's chest.
What the
And nothing happens.
fuck?
This is not a good thing, guys. Like,
Am I hallucinating?
What the hell happened to you, man?
a lot,
Atheon
okay?
looks at Daff and she's there like, how strong was that drink you gave me?
Yeah,
Not
were there
that
any
strong.
hallucinations?
Okay. Here, I'll do it again. Watch. And he
Yeah.
reaches in, pulls out another card.
Belvis, Belvis moves into stop. Belvis moves into stop to grapple.
Atheon just kind of
Nope.
stops.
Elvis, just watch, okay? Pulls out the next card.
It once again gets absorbed in.
What was it?
The star card. He still has not drawn the void.
Belvis,
Okay.
Belvis then moves in. Is like,
I'm
enough
so
of the bloody
scared.
card. Enough of the
Belvis-
bloody
And
card.
Okay,
He
let's
takes
not.
He takes the deck. Korth takes the deck, and he puts it into his chest pocket. Okay. I have the deck. We're good. Now, let's play some putt-putt. Or tut-tut. Let's play some tut-tut.
Tut-tut.
Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna beat you all in this game anyway.
So, first up is Atheon.
Alright, I'm gonna do Dex.
Roll me either Dex or Strength.
6.
6. One hit, you slightly hit it forward. So, that is one hit for you. Okay, next up, Belvis
And I use my dexterity or strength.
or Strength.
doesn't really matter for you.
What do you mean?
I have +5 to both.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 9.
Okay. That's one hit for you. You're just a little ahead of Atheon. Korth, you're up.
And it's just the straight. It's not the saving throws, right?
Correct. Just the check.
He shifts into Argos. All right, let's see how well I can do this. And he hits the ball. That's a 16.
Okay. You are the closest to the hole at this point.
That's cheating.
Next up is Van.
20. 30, 20.
Okay. You hit it, and it rolls and teeters on the hole before it sets back on the green.
That's bullshit.
I wanna do that.
Willow, you're up.
Alright. And I'm rolling at disadvantage because she smashed. She got a 7.
Okay. You are just about where Belvis is. Or, Atheon is. Alright, Sobek's up.
19 plus 5. So
24.
Yeah.
Alright, you hit it, and it skips over the hole and hits the back wall and rolls. You're still a good few feet away from the hole. Bakira, you're up.
Oh, good gods.
Did you guys ever think when you started playing D&D that you would ever play
No.
putt-putt?
No.
Not at all. No.
I think by the time we're done,
7. Okay.
I feel like by the time we're done with this, we're gonna be involved in a game of football at some point.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
it's just like
Is there
she
go-kart?
can't even figure out how to hold the stick, let alone how to hit the ball. So she's just like,
Alright, it is Daph's turn. That's a 10. Alright. So she hits it, and it rolls pretty close to Atheon's and Belvis's. And then it is y'all's turn. He's going strength. For such a big ASMR, he barely fucking hits the thing. Rolls a 7.
Doesn't want to destroy the stick.
Alright. Atheon's up.
Hey, Atheon, if you make this,
19.
Right in the hole. Par
What
2.
was that,
You got par.
I'm taking that comment back.
Okay. Belvis, you're up.
Okay. $12.
Okay. You hit, and it just curves to the right of it.
This is like when I actually play golf.
Korth, you're up.
$16.
Alright. Sinks it in.
Yes. Hey, Atheon. Whoever does better on the next hole has to carry the other one on their shoulder for the entire game.
oh god.
Atheon looks at Korth, who's in Argaz's form, and they're like, you better be in your human form, because you're a lot taller than me, even though I went through a growth spurt.
He like leans over with his like, and as he goes to shake your hand, Atheon, it transforms into his human hand. Deal.
Oh, that's so weird
That
looking.
is creepy. Atheon
Um,
does not shake Argaz's hand. She's just like, no.
Fine then.
Van's up.
27.
Van sinks it.
The determination.
He's like, you know
Van.
what? Fuck! And it does. It shoots over, but rolls back in.
Willow like cheers.
Van.
Willow, you're up.
It's the quiet ones, I tell you. The
Sorry, I
quiet
disregard
ones.
that. That was saving throw on accident. Okay, this is the first real one, and that's the second one. 13.
And yours curves slightly to the left of the hole. Sobek.
22.
You're able to chip it right in, and it goes right in the hole. Bakira.
17.
1.
No, thankfully it wasn't. It was 6.
Okay.
Bakira
You're
is
still
having
short. You're just like short stroking the whole time.
like I'm trying to figure this out.
You look like
like
my
in real
fiance
life.
trying to play mini golf. She takes like 15 strokes on one hole. 15 strokes on a par 2.
Do you
Nope.
pencil what
Sounds
the,
about like real life.
She's watching it.
Do you
so-
pencil what the numbers for
kill
her?
Oh, I sit there. I make sure. Oh, that's 15.
Wow.
Hey.
That's
Uh,
mean.
Alright, it's Daph's turn. Daph short strokes it. I'm rolling like shit. Maybe I should use the dice tower. Let's see what y'all
Avion
get.
looks at Daff and's like, come on, you can do it.
Christ. Y'all short strokes it. Jesus, man.
I mean,
all
he's
right.
good old.
Belvis, you're up.
I got a 19.
Chip it right in. You got a bogey.
I actually know what that means.
Next up is Willow.
1 over par.
Okay.
The drunk fairy. Let's see what she does.
Would have been a nat 20, but in reality, it's a 13.
Just goes right to the back of it. You're seeing like 6 holes. You think you made it, but it's just not there.
Yeah!
Akira.
Crap. Uh, 12?
Goes to the right of it. Daff.
Rejection.
Bakira's just like, I am a adventurer. I am a captain of a ship. I don't know what this is.
Y'all just fuck it. Dirty 20. Hits it right in. Got a bogey. Alright, Willow.
Alright.
Poor Willow.
That's probably gonna be the one. Yep, I got a 7.
Short strokes it.
Yep, she's
You're
like,
already at double bogey.
yeah, she's like tripping over herself. She's like very drunk. Very drunk.
Could Belvis sneakily tap Willow's ball in?
No.
No.
I tried.
There are referees here to make sure you're not cheating.
There are referees in a game of Tut-Tut.
Akira, you're up.
Not some bored high schooler.
Oh, good God.
Wow, we're doing just as bad as each other.
Yeah, no.
No.
Oh God,
Oh,
what'd you do?
again.
Oh,
It goes right around again.
Okay.
Oh my god. We're gonna be here for a while, Bakira.
All right, Daft.
I...
Jesus fucking Christ.
Nobody's looking to the other. Should we move
we're
on
all
and let
That's the
now.
them
same.
Catch
That's the
up?
same. All right, Willow, it's your turn.
Alright. Not good. I got another 7.
Jesus Christ.
about to see if I can roll a different die.
All right, Bakira.
Oh no, I might switch to physical dice.
I know. I might need
Um,
freaking to put this in dice jail.
Give me a moment. Let
He
me
has
find
my
my
dice jail
physical.
over there.
I do.
You need some new dice.
Hold
These
on.
are my grog
there's,
dice.
There's another one. All right. Come on.
12.
7.
7.
7.
You want one of my dice?
You go wide. Let's see what Daft does.
Do you want one of my dice, Sonny?
Fucking time.
Hold on. I
Dirty
got
20.
plenty of time here.
Oh yeah.
Daft
she's
hits
got-
it in with a dirty 20.
Alright. I'm
Willow.
rolling with real dice now. Not much better. Okay, I got a 4 on both plus. That's an 8.
Hit it wide. Bakira. Hit it wide. Willow.
Alright.
Hey, Anthony, Belvish, who do you think makes it first?
That's a not 1.
So, Willow, you
Captain
go to hit it.
Bakira.
The
Are we
ball.
technically in combat?
Yes.
So I am so. Does Sappy come out again?
No, not on this
Okay.
one. The ball explodes. And you take 34 points of damage.
Oh my god, what is this?
Yeah,
A golf ball?
Jesus Christ!
It's a golf ball, not a hand grenade.
Financial compensation!
This is a magic golf ball.
Are you sure it's not a grenade? Did this person accidentally go cheap in a water park and get buy grenades on an accident?
Bakira, you're up.
Look what your boss did!
15.
I almost made it worse.
You
so.
finally are able to hit it in. Willow, you have no ball. So, we'll fast forward. You guys play through. I will say,
Judging from my shit.
Atheon, Korth, Van, and Sobek all roll me deck saves.
All of us?
Yep, just the 3 of you.
I'll be right back to you.
Am I one of those 3? Sorry, I had a
Yes.
tape off.
Dirty 20. What's your deck
18.
save?
My deck save?
Not him. Not
Oh.
him.
What you need?
No, you don't. He said no.
13.
Van.
27.
Van wins. Through the 18 holes, Van's able to win.
I
You
love
guys,
Go
you
ahead.
guys are able to, you guys go out on the paddle boats. You guys go bowling. Their version of bowling. You just stay there, swim, have fun, spend time together, team bonding. Next, you probably need to go to some like lake retreat. Hopefully, Amanda Hockey Mouse doesn't show up.
Yeah.
I don't get that reference.
Belvis had to step away, so he didn't hear what you said.
What are those pants? God.
Apologies,
Christmas
DM.
Eminem.
I really thought I was going to be on the hook for a while, but then I think it
Please.
bypassed.
M&M pants, and I'm freezing right now, and he's like, "Oh, I'm hot. I wonder why you're hot. You were wearing fleece pajama pants."
That's not really.
And they're hideous.
I know,
You're
right?
jealous.
So yeah, you guys play some golf. Do the paddle boats. You bowl. Do some
Aw,
team building
salmon.
stuff. And you guys just have fun. You're able to eat. If you guys go over to the breaded cheese station and you look at the menu and you do see the breaded cheese, you see some type of sliced fish wrapped up in rice.
Ew.
You see.
Okay, I just rolled to see if I sobered up, and I did.
Okay. And then eventually the day keeps going. You guys then venture back out of Fey Mountain. And as you look behind you, after you leave the entrance, y'all and Daff in tow.
Atheon turns to Daff and's like, "If you're going to come with us, do you need to bring anything or anyone with you?"
I know.
Okay.
I have someone that can come if I call him. He can be here in a heartbeat, no matter where we are. I have things set in place.
Atheon just nods her head and she's like, "Okay." And then she kind of kneels down and pulls Daff to her and whispers in her ear so nobody else can hear it and says, "Thank you for showing me how to have fun again."
She whispers back to you. Well, I always was the fun one. But I truly was prepared to make that sacrifice so that you could go out and save the world like I always knew you would. You have always been my hero. And now you get to show others the hero that I grew up with. The hero that I always knew you could be. We'll do this adventure together like we used to. And after we kick this thing's ass, what do you say you come home with me to the Feywilds?
Atheon nods her head and says, "That sounds great. You want to be my shoulder murder gnome?"
Hey!
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Atheon just places her hand out for Daff to hop onto, and then she places Daff on her shoulder and looks at Argyle and is like, "I have my own shoulder gnome now. You can't call me shoulder gnome no more."
No, I cannot.
No more. So you guys,
yeah,
you guys all venture out the gate. That kind of resistance, as you look back, and it looks like a rundown water park again. There's some kind of magic illusion that the Furbolg has put over this place. You're not sure what kind of magic he has. those of you that are used to the Fae, you know that the Furbolg typically dabble in druidic magic. So it's some sort of
Probably
druidic
like a
magic.
sanctuary thing.
Or something like Mordekainen's hut. You then take your turn and begin to take your steps up into the abandoned ruins. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Yeah.
Short session tonight, but I figured that was a good place to end it.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a little bit of a... Well, it was supposed to be a lighter session. Since last week's session was so heavy. But we want to thank you guys all for joining us. Be sure to tune in with us next week as we see what lies in store for Misery's End inside the ruins. So, we want to, again, thank our sponsors, Dungeon Crate, Luna Solis Delay, and of course, Wormwood Gaming. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you guys for watching. And join us next week as we roll the damn dice. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
No.